Minecraft icebergs are kind of underwhelming. So today, I'm going to build my own giant custom iceberg and put a secret base inside of it so we can live there. All in Minecraft Hardcore. Okay, step one, we need to go find a nice place to build this iceberg because my entire base here is all just grassy plains. On we go. I see some ice up here. Oh, this looks like the perfect area for an iceberg. This is great. Well, all right, let's do this thing. I just gotta make sure the water is gonna be deep enough for an iceberg. Aw, what? Why is there an ocean monument here? Oh, that's gonna be so annoying today. But putting our underwater friends aside, let's build an iceberg. So, the first thing we had to do was look up some real iceberg images for inspiration. And once that was done, I began making a plan. Because in addition to making the iceberg look realistic, we also want to make it big enough to fit a giant secret base inside of it. All right, I think I know how I want this to look now. So let me just grab some dirt and let's see if we can map out a little outline for this thing. And how does that look? Oh. Hello. Stupid Guardian got me again. But carrying on, I think this iceberg shape looks pretty good. I do wish the water was a little bit deeper, but honestly, this is probably the best we're gonna get, so let's roll with it. Now it's time to fill this bad boy in with blocks. As soon as I can get back onto the ice. There we go. Let's get to work. So most icebergs contain two very distinct colors. Lighter blue above the water and darker blue under the water. And I'm not sure why that is. Maybe like science or something, but we gotta build it like that. So let's decide on our block palette. For the top of the iceberg, we definitely want to use ice. Although, is that gonna melt if there's light near it? Yep, that looks like that's gonna happen. Never mind that. So instead, let's use the much safer packed ice. Then we're also gonna use some blue ice for some extra texture mixed in there. And finally, for the bottom of the iceberg, I'm thinking some light blue concrete. Yeah, you know what? I think this could work. I like these. All right, so starting at the bottom first, we're gonna need our light blue concrete, which means we're gonna need a whole lot of blue dye, which will be pretty easy to get if I can find some lapis. Oh, I see a big cave. Okay, this is good. Show Farzy the lapis. Aha! Lapis spotted. I'll be taking you. Oh, there was only one lapis ore there. This might take a little while. And as I continue mining, please subscribe and hit the bell. All right, that should be good. Wha-bam! Now I just gotta convert this dye into concrete powder. I think it's sand and gravel. Maybe like that? Oh, I'm a genius. Yeah, let's go. Wait, what am I doing? I have a concrete farm in this world. I just wasted so much time. We just fly over here, put the concrete right up here, and we flick the lever to get infinite concrete. I did that wrong. My brain is just not working today. That should be much better. Yes. Now infinite concrete acquired. Bruh. Oh, I already had a lot of blue concrete in this chest. Well, that is totally fine with me. All right, let's get to building this thing. So first off, we're gonna hop underwater here and we're gonna start laying down a nice foundation for the concrete. So I'm thinking we can just kind of like roughly follow the shape I made and just kind of like make a big circle around it. Then I can go in a little bit and start bringing it up and out so it makes like a giant cone shape. Also, I'm drowning. I now recall why I do not like building underwater. But complaining aside, let's continue on with this and see if we can make it look not stupid. Bro, I cannot escape this guy. I'm just trying to look at my build. Leave me alone. Now I gotta go find a goat or something to get milk. Come on, sheeps or goats? Where are you? Aha, I see a sheep. Thank you, sir. Wait. Oh, it's cows, not sheep. I'm dumb. That was kind of embarrassing. All right, so far we have a pretty good shape here. Like, I really do like how it's coming out right now. But that being said, we are definitely gonna need a lot more concrete than this because I did not realize how big this was gonna be. Ooh, also, good reminder. I was thinking it might be wise of us to make a nether portal here so I'm not flying a million blocks back and forth to get here every time. So this is very convenient. And that is much better. Take Farzy home. But after stopping back at the concrete farm, farm and connecting our new portal to my nether highway, we were able to quickly and easily fill in the rest of the underwater iceberg. All right, this thing is looking pretty darn good. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I thought it was gonna be way uglier than this, but it actually looks so sick underwater. Like, look at this giant thing. Like, I could not be happier with how this came out. Well, actually, I could be a little bit happier right now. Go away. But carrying on, now that the bottom of the iceberg is officially complete, we can move on to the top of the iceberg, which, as you can probably imagine, is gonna require a lot of ice. Well, good thing we don't gotta go too far. Let's get to chopping. Oh. I'm not getting any ice right now because I'm using the wrong pickaxe. There we go. Much better. Can I just tell you guys how clutch this is to have ice everywhere? This is like the easiest resource grind of all time. Oh, but as a matter of fact, I should probably clear out all this ice that's in the middle of our iceberg. I didn't think I would be terraforming anything today, but I guess I was wrong. Plus, more free ice. And all right, that is probably a half-decent start. But as you guys can probably imagine, we're gonna need a lot of ice to fill up the rest of this, so we'll be back here very shortly. But on the bright side, we did get rid of all those other icebergs, so it does look a little cleaner here now. It's good to focus on the small wins, right, Mr. Polar Bear? I said small wins! Why are you mad at me? Stop! Okay, you know what? Forget the small wins. I don't care anymore. But carrying on, the next block we need to get is a whole bunch of blue ice. Because as I said earlier, it's gonna make the iceberg look so much more detailed and just better overall. So, we're doing it. Okay, so where can a man like me acquire some blue ice? If I recall correctly, I think it spawns under the water. Look at that. Farzy's brain is gigantic. But I'll tell you what, Farzy's big brain did not realize how long this is gonna take to mine, because mining underwater is very slow. Is it possible for me to craft this block? If I just use like packed ice? No. How do you make packed ice? This might be a job for the crafting bench. Hoo-yah! All right, blue ice. Oh, it's there. Oh, it's just a bunch of packed ice. Okay, well, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's also gonna take a lot of packed ice. Wait, I have a plan. Wait, no, that's not part of the plan. Dude, stop. Let Farzy record his segues. So, our iceberg is gonna need about 5,000 blue ice blocks, which means if we were gonna craft all that using packed ice, we would need 45,000 of them. So instead of doing all that extra work, I have a much better idea. Introducing the conduit. This little guy right here, if I can craft it, allows us to mine faster underwater and have infinite underwater breathing, which should allow us to get our blue ice significantly faster. All right, how do I make this? Where's the conduit? I think I need hearts of the sea, like that right there. And I'm gonna need some nautilus shells. Although 2 is not gonna cut it. To the ocean we go. Come on, drowned. Where are ya? Farzy needs some nautilus. How did I get a trident before I got a nautilus shell? That's stupid. Maybe the drowns aren't the best way to get these nautilus shells after all. How to get nautilus shell in Minecraft. Oh, apparently you can get these by fishing. And not to toot my own horn here, but as you can see, I'm a pretty good fisherman. So maybe we'll have better luck doing this. Come on, come on. It's a fish. Fear not, the next one's gonna be a shell. I can feel it. Yes, yes, yes. It's another fish.
1 hour later.
Hey, I got one. All right, finally, after all this loot I just got, I finally got a nautilus shell. Okay, this might take longer than I thought. I'm having so much fun right now. But after fishing for literally hours, we finally had enough shells to make our conduit. Now we can finally collect our blue ice. Let's just pop down here, build a little conduit beacon, and now we can officially mine our blue ice. Now check it out. I can walk all around the ocean floor, get all the blue ice I need, and not need any more air. Oh, this makes things so much easier. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is now officially time for us to build the rest of this iceberg. Let's do this thing. And about 1 day later, our iceberg looks amazing. Oh my gosh, guys, this thing took forever to do, but it is massive, and the view up here is unbelievable. I would say we definitely have the coolest iceberg in the area. Wait, actually, I just realized all these icebergs here have snow on the top of them, so maybe I could put some of this on top of my iceberg. Yeah, why not? Let's just carefully sprinkle in some snow blocks up here and give us that snowy peak. And that's much better. All right, now iceberg is complete. Which means now it's time to move on to building our secret base inside. Okay, first off, I gotta find a place to actually enter into the base. Because I'm thinking a nice secret entrance from the top would probably be a lot cooler. Maybe like right here in this corner. Yeah, I like that. Oh, this is gonna be so sick. Also, I just realized half the iceberg is still covered in water. Hopefully that's not gonna be a problem, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Okay, first off, let's get some base materials. And if I'm thinking about a winter-themed base, I think a lighter wood color like pale oak wood would be perfect. Assuming I actually have any. Looks like no. But have no fear, because if I fly over here to this pale garden, we can just do this the old-fashioned way. And I better not see any creaking sneaking up on me. But carrying on, after I collected all our wood, I then collected some stones, some andesite, and some deep slate. All right, check on the materials. Now it's time to actually build the base. Okay, so first off, I want to make like a giant tube to like bring us down to the secret base with like a ladder. So if I just do that, I almost made it work. I just gotta carefully bring this down as low as I can. And this is a lot harder than I thought it would be. All right, that's probably low enough, which means right about here, we can start filling in the actual base structure, which is going to be comprised of 9 unique rooms, each with its own Minecraft survival function. And this right here looks a lot more like an actual base. We got the nice pale oak floors, the deep slate ceiling, and a ton of ladders to get us down to each individual level. And as you guys can probably tell, our third layer is a little bit under the water still. It appears we're having some leak issues and apparently creeper issues. I should get some lights down here. And the spider's following me up the ladder. I guess the base is spider friendly as well. What is going on, man? All right, hopefully that takes care of that. But okay, now it's time to transition this empty base into an iceberg-themed home. And before we make any specific room, I want to make the whole iceberg look a lot cozier. Enter in spruce wood, which in my opinion is the coziest wood in Minecraft. Mr. Chicken agrees. Okay, so let's put down some spruce pillars all over the place and then strip them. Then we can sprinkle in some stairs and some trap doors to give it more of that cozy cabin kind of vibe. Oh yeah, that looks cozy. But I'll tell you what though, I might be a madman, but I kind of want to put some windows in here too. I mean, come on, it's a pretty sick view up here, to be honest with you. Oh yes, that is definitely a keeper. Look at that. Somehow, staring at a giant wall of ice makes this place look even cozier. I just realized the windows on these lower levels are completely submerged in water right now. I mean, there is an ocean monument right there. So I decided to give it a shot and try and locate some sponges. And come on. No. Yep, exactly as I figured. It just doesn't work. Minecraft fixed sponges. They're totally useless. Looks like half of our base is gonna be like a submarine, which I guess is kind of cool. Farzy is all about positivity.
A few moments later.
Ah! I hate this stupid game. But getting back on track, now is time for us to start actually filling up our rooms. So for our first room, I decided to build a classic Minecraft bedroom. Then we followed that up with a beautiful storage room containing tons of chests. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna store here besides ice, because that's like all we really have here right now. But hey, for the time being, this does work as a nice storage, I suppose. But okay, moving on to our third room, I have another Minecraft essential idea, and that is a mining room. Because if you guys remember, the whole point of this entire base is to be able to live here if we wanted to. And if we're playing Minecraft, we need to be able to mine. Like, that's literally the bare minimum. Now, in real life, I don't think it's possible to find ores in an iceberg. So instead, we're gonna take the ores and bring them to the iceberg. So step one, I gotta find a big cave with tons of ores in it. And I don't think this is the cave for me. We gotta find some cool ores. Oh, could this be something? Oh yeah. Now we just gotta collect a whole bunch of these guys. Bro, what am I looking at? Why is it just like dirty right here? What? That is so peculiar. All right, materials check. And now that we have all these ores, I kind of want to like sprinkle them around the floor and make some piles and make it look kind of like it's like an ore reservoir. Think about it kind of like a mining outpost. Now we can toss some piles of snow on top, place down some furnaces to smelt all the ores. And finally, I'm going to use some of the extra barrels from our storage room to make some kind of like hanging barrels like that. Not exactly sure why I'm doing this, but it just looks kind of cool to me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Well, I can't actually see your comments till the video is posted, so I guess it doesn't matter what you think. So in that case, the mining room is done. Now, it was time to move on to the second floor, where I began building a nice little kitchen filled with decorations and some chests to store all of our food. And speaking of food, I also decided to build a farming room. Oh, I love how all this green looks in here. It just like color pops so well against the blue color out here. Man, I love building. But all right, that now brings us down to our final room for the second floor. And for this room, I have a very amazing idea. We are going to build an enchanting room / library. So basically, I want to fill this whole place up with tons of bookshelves and wood and just like a nice cozy kind of academic vibe. Which, as you can probably imagine, means we're gonna need a whole lot of bookshelves. So let's just hop back to our storage room and see if we have any in here. Bookshelves, chests, and we have 4. So instead, we're gonna go to the one place that I know has tons of bookshelves, and that is the Woodland Mansion. This actually works out perfectly because last episode, I said if the video got 5,000 likes, I would do some crazy dangerous challenge. And since you guys absolutely smashed it, I did see a comment that said to survive in a Woodland Mansion with no totem. So a deal is a deal. Let's get some bookshelves. All right, let's get inside here. And bookshelves. Oh, hello. Please go away. Thank you. All right, come on. Be quick, be quick, be quick. All right, we got 28 right now, but I'm going to need more than that. Hello? Bookshelves? Oh, no, why are you here? What? No. Oh, I hate these guys. I got to take them down. Stop. Go, 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 down. Go away! Ah, why is there a creeper here? No, I'm at 2 hearts! Please go away! Bookshelves, yes! I'm not having fun anymore. I just gotta find like one more library, then we should be good. Oh, yes! Give me these bookshelves and then we're getting out of here. Goodbye, mansion. But that being said, if this video gets 5,000 likes, I will do another crazy challenge from the comments. Like the video and leave your suggestions down below. Library complete. Now, we were down to our final level. So I started off by moving that ugly nether portal outside and instead making a winter-themed nether portal room. Then after that, I wanted to build something a little more fancy. So I built an indoor aquarium room. And since we're making this aquarium inside of an iceberg, I kind of want to use ice instead of glass. That way, it kind of looks like the fish are frozen in a block of ice. All right, I don't think I have any lights around here, so this shouldn't melt, hopefully. Now I just gotta get some fish in here. How does that look? Wait, that's not a fish. Because, I mean, I could put water in here, but, like, this is kind of more realistic, right? Because fish can't live in frozen water, I don't think. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, so I'm just gonna do this. Oh, come on. That's actually kind of cool. I actually like that a lot. Frozen aquarium complete. And for the final room, I built the most winter thing I could think of, which was is a cute little snow golem village. Feel free to roam about the cabin and enjoy your new stay in your little village. Wait, actually, I don't want you guys going over here and getting your snow everywhere. That's better. Whoa, what was that? What the heck? Whoa, it's the Titanic. Who the heck is driving this boat so recklessly? Broderick. Bro, don't ever drive a boat ever again. You cannot park here. But all right, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and I'll talk to you guys next time. So until then, goodbye.